At first thought, it seems very easy to answer the question if someone is worthy of love. I mean, it would take a pretty nefarious person to not be worthy of love in any way. But when we start to look inwards at ourselves, it might not be so easy to answer. All of our flaws and past mistakes may be brought to the front of our minds and play like a small movie. This is no different for the Batman. In Batman and Wonder Woman, #1 by Jeff Loeb and Jim Cheung, does an excellent job of digging into the minds of two of DC's greatest heroes. We start out on the Gotham rooftops where Wonder Woman has something she would like to discuss with the Batman. Of course, he already knows what this is, being his relationship with Catwoman, though now they're broken up since in Batman Hush, he breaks up with her at the very end. This isn't the only reason she's in Gotham, as her and Bruce Wayne are going to display the lasso of truth for charity at the Wayne Foundation. So as she's asking questions about Catwoman, he's dodging those questions and asking about the lasso. Inside, Wonder Woman gets a front row seat into Bruce's performance as a billionaire playboy. She says it's so unlike Batman, and she's curious where one ends and one begins. Although there is an action plot in this story, I think it really excels at the characters' inner monologue and showing the revelations they have about each other throughout this story. As Diana explains how she got her gifts from the gods, and Bruce puts it in the display case, the lights immediately go dark, and when they come back on, Bruce Wayne and the lasso are gone. Wonder Woman calls out to security to seal the exits as it could be anyone who has the lasso. But Batman appears out of nowhere, and he tells her that he knows who has it. As Batman descends the spiral staircase, he activates his night vision, calling out, "You have proven your point. Now give it back." This is when we find out that it was the Catwoman who stole the lasso. She teases Batman as they go back and forth playing their game of cat and mouse like we've seen them do so many times before. As always, Batman finally catches up with her, but he did have his night vision activated, so she hits him with a flashbang, and this blinds him on the ground. Before Selina even gets a chance to talk to Bruce, Wonder Woman, playing no games, comes behind Catwoman and lifts her from the ground by her neck, demanding the lasso be returned to her. Batman calls out to Wonder Woman to stop because he actually asked Catwoman to steal the lasso so he could test the Wayne Foundation's new security system. Wonder Woman lets her go and demands the lasso back once again. However, Catwoman causes a distraction and escapes with the lasso, only to have it stolen yet again by Harley Quinn. The three of them go back to the Batcave where we see a goofy encounter between Alfred, Robin, and Wonder Woman while Batman uses his technology to track the lasso of truth. Wonder Woman feels a little suspicious of Batman, bringing up how other Leaguers feel like he may have files on each one of them, and she feels a bit betrayed because she says she's defended him in the past to those Leaguers. She decides to drop it for now, as Batman has tracked the lasso to the Gotham Zoo, and on the way there in the Batmobile, Wonder Woman once again begins to ask Batman about his relationship with Catwoman. The Batman tries dodging her questions yet again, stating that it's complicated, to which Wonder Woman replies, "Love often is." They arrive at the zoo. Batman disappears into the shadows, leaving Wonder Woman to go in alone, though she's not very worried. In fact, she calls out to him to stay the hell out of the way. She easily defeats the hyenas, and just before Harley can sneak attack her with her giant hammer, Catwoman swoops in to save her, although I'm not really sure if Harley's hammer would have done that much to Wonder Woman, considering the super strength. Anyway, Harley reveals that she wanted to use the lasso on the Jongleur to see if he really loves her as much as she loves him. Spoiler alert, he does not. Cowboy Joker comes out blasting his 2 revolvers, and while Wonder Woman is deflecting the bullets with her wrists, he throws a can of Joker gas at her, and she takes a whiff, breaking out into laughter. This is where the Joker reveals that he wants to use the lasso on the Batman to make him admit that the Joker is his one true nemesis. Finally, Batman appears, stating that he knew with what Harley was doing, it was only a matter of time before the Joker showed up. Joker hits the Bat with acid from his chest device, but just in time, Diana grabs the lasso, which reverses the effects of the laughing gas and quickly subdues the Joker. Afterwards, on the rooftops, Wonder Woman asks Batman what will happen to the two supercriminals. He honestly answers about how they'll go to Arkham, where they'll later break out, restarting this endless cycle they have. She then asks yet again about Catwoman, where Batman tries to dodge it and says that it's been a long night. And I also just want to point out where Wonder Woman says how this is Gotham City and what it does to him. And Batman says, this is my city and what it does for me. I think this is important to acknowledge because although Gotham has taken so much from Bruce and Batman, he still loves this city no matter what. Finally, Wonder Woman hands Bruce the lasso and asks him the question that this video is all about. Do you feel worthy of love? This circles back to at the beginning how I said all of our flaws may come to the front of our mind. This is no different for Bruce, who sees visions of both of his mother and his father, and he truly feels like he is responsible for not saving them, deeming him unworthy of any love in the future. And finally, to conclude the story, Wonder Woman tells Bruce something that everyone needs to hear at least once, that he is loved. What's up, guys? Once again, it's Scott. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say thank you once again for watching that last video. It did way better than I expected, so thank you so much if you watched that. Stay tuned for more. Peace.